Have you ever been going through life and feeling like you're lost, or you just don't have anyone to support you, or you're just kind of lonely? Well, that's when our tribe steps in and we find them. Sometimes they find us and sometimes we find them. Now, that's the fun part. It does take a tribe. It takes a tribe of people. That tribe can be very, very small. It can be 2 to 3 people, or that tribe can be large and be thousands of people that are helping you out. It's all up to what you need and want at the time. And it's really interesting how the universe, source, God, whatever modality you tend to use to get your spirituality, we are all connected. That's the law of attraction. We're all connected. When we say, I want more money, the universe, God, source, whatever you use, I'm going to use the universe for my personal preference. The universe says, okay, I'm going to start sending you money. Or you say, oh, I need more clients and I want X number of clients for this program. And the more specific we get, the better. So guess what happens? And sometimes they find us out of the blue when we need them the most. We kind of know what we want, but we don't know what we need. And so that's kind of what's happened with me lately. The mastermind that I'm in, I hadn't planned on being in. I wanted to be in, though it was just, there was some resistance there. Yet I have found my tribe. I have found the people that are supportive, non-judgmental, and are willing to let me tag along and borrow some of their success, some of their confidence, while also I get to help them buoy up their weak spots just as they buoy up mine. And that's the beauty. It does take a tribe. We cannot go through life alone. We've always got somebody somewhere, whether it starts with our parents, grandparents, family, if you will. Then we add friends. And sometimes those friends come and go, though they're there for the time that we need them. And I always like to use the adage that someone is in my life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. I have some friends that have been in my life for 30 years. Yet we only talk maybe once a month, maybe every other month, depending on how busy we are. But yet we can pick up like we left off. And then we have other ones that are in our life just for a very short period of time, but they teach us a huge lesson, like huge. Or sometimes they teach us a lesson that we didn't realize that we needed until they've already left our life and all of a sudden it clicks. That's the beauty of life. We have to look for the adventure. We have to take a few risks, but we also have to be open to the opportunities that just seem to magically show up. So the clearer we are, the clearer our tribe can be to give us what we need. Not so much what we want, but what we need, because sometimes what we want is just the surface level, but what we really need is down on the bottom. It's a little bit deeper. And I was in a business intensive yesterday, and I'm getting ready to gear up, which is why I'm a touch earlier today, because I'm gearing up for day 2 of this business intensive. Did we do a ton of work within the intensive? We spent part of the morning just getting to know each other. Then we went in a little bit deeper on our money stuff. And we had a special guest that came in and took us even deeper within our money and what we think about it and the beliefs behind it and how we can clear those non-supportive stuff out. Well, I'm geared into today going, what else is going to shift? What's going to happen? What is somebody in my tribe going to say that I didn't know I needed to hear? Because yesterday, several of the people's stories or some of the comments that they were making within their letters to money were like, they resonated with me and I didn't even know that they were going to resonate. But now I'm aware of them, and now I can say, okay, how can I shift that to work for me? How can I act or accept what I have? Now, here's the thing. We can accept life as it comes at us, or we can act to change it. And that's where the tribe comes in, because when we want to change something, we have the support of people to say, hey, I'm not sure how to shift this. Maybe you have some ideas. Or could you please just let me rant for a minute, vent, however you want to say that. I like to do a positive rant and go, okay, this is what I've got. This, because sometimes what sounds good up here isn't always what comes out of our mouth and sounds the same. Because I have to admit, I wrote my money letter and I'm like, yeah, this is great. It's flowing. But the second I started to read it out loud, I was crying. And I couldn't figure, it's like, why in the world am I crying behind? But it was something that I needed to get off my chest to people that were in a safe space, in a place where I wasn't going to be judged for what my opinions or my views or my beliefs behind money were. Yet I would get feedback on that and say, hey, maybe this is what you need to work on. And it was beautiful. The shift is amazing. I'm already thinking different financial thoughts this morning, as well as thinking, how can I find somebody to incorporate this into my masterminds? Who can I reach out to and say, hey, I would totally love to have you come over and do a guest speaking? Who would I like to have come over and join me on my Facebook Lives here? Or if you're catching me on YouTube, it's the same thing, because I do them at exactly the same time. I love being able to have that resource of being able to stream into two different places at the same time. Now, I'm totally going to love it if I could get to the point where I could do Instagram Lives at the same time on this platform and LinkedIn. Though I'm growing that. That's a want. That's a dream to have. And I've put it out to the universe before, and now I'm putting it out here. So here's the thing. Attraction comes, but the actual language of success is awareness and action combined together to lead to success. I take this action every morning to send out to my tribe. For those people that are listening to my voice right now or on the replay, you are my tribe because you keep coming back. Maybe this is the first time you're listening to me. Go back on YouTube and check out some of my other ones. Pick the ones that resonate with you. Not everything's going to. And I understand that because you're in a different place than I am. I'm in a different place than I was when I started all of these videos. Like 2-3 years ago, I don't even remember when I started doing lives, other than the fact that I had to make myself do it because I feared going in front of a camera and standing in my office looking like a complete idiot. That's what I felt. Talking to a camera and my husband or daughter walking by, if they're home, looking at me like, oh, she's talking to herself again, right? That's what we sometimes feel. Now it's like, I could care less if they walk by. I could care less if a parade walked by while I'm doing this. Now it's like second nature. It is something I love to do. I love to stand here and talk to you guys and ask you guys questions. So where is your tribe? Who is your tribe? Do you have at least one person that you can reach out to, that do or die friend, right? Or somebody like to say the ride and die friend. Are they the ones that you could bury a body with? Or are they the ones that you can, get away with anything, right? Those are the ones you want. You need at least one or two of those people. And I'm blessed with having a couple. And I'm also blessed with having a connection with a whole bunch of business people, collaborators, if you will, within the network that I'm building and community that I am wanting to build, dreaming to build. And this is the thing, that we have to have these dreams and we have to have clarity around it. So I would totally love to invite you to join the Graceful Conversation group on Facebook. So if you're on YouTube, Or if you find this on Instagram later, because I do post this on Instagram and you're this far into the video and you've heard it, pop over to the Facebook group. It's all linked within my bio on Instagram. Just hit the Linktree link and it'll take you to everything I have. It's a beautiful thing, technology. And see, that's even part of my tribe. Technology is part of my tribe. This is technology that I get to use StreamYard heading into, I'm on Facebook. I'm on YouTube this morning. I can go into my groups if I want to. I can go up to 3 right now. And I'm hoping soon it'll be Instagram, and I'm eventually hoping I can get up to a higher level and be able to stream into multiples. I'm just not there yet, though I will be. And that's the beauty of finding a tribe that supports you, supports your dream. So be thinking, what is your dream? Write it down. Write it down multiple times, because your dream is going to change over time. As you hit certain goals, as you hit certain things, as you learn new things, as you change, you will learn new things. And that's why I love connecting women to their inner truth of what they want, need, desire, as well as helping them to find that empowered clarity. And I use the term empowered clarity because we need to have not just clarity, we need to have the empowered clarity that we're going to take action on whatever we just got clear on. And empowerment comes from within. We have to unleash that inner warrior that we all have, that we've had to suppress for a very long time. And I've finally learned that I need to unleash mine more often. And that has become not a detriment. Some people find me intimidating, and that's okay, because I'm not really intimidating. They're just intimidated. Intimidated. There we go. I will actually use my words today. So you guys have an awesomely fantastic day. I invite you to come join the Graceful Conversations group. And heaven forbid, if it's something that interests you, go ahead and book a call with me. Let's get down so we can drill down to that warrior of yours that is actually sitting there waiting for you. The one that's been whispering to you, going, please let me out. Please follow your dreams. Please take a risk. Please gain that self-confidence, that self-esteem to go for what you need. Because that's the voice that we need to be listening to. Not the fear and the doubts, not the shame, not the guilt, not all this other stuff that has been saying, hey, we can't do this. Or even our brain going, hey, we have to stay safe. We have to be okay. We have to survive. No, we need to thrive. And we can do that by unleashing our inner warrior. So I want you to find your tribe. Find one person, or at least put it out to the universe. Say, hey, I want one person who is going to support me, cheerlead me, listen to me, make me feel valid, make me feel worthy. All of those things that sometimes we have to borrow from somebody else to begin with. I know I had to borrow some, and I still am. So have an awesomely fantastic week, and I will see you guys on Monday. Talk to you later.